Okay, I just wanted to say something right quick because I was I basically went a little long there again, on another video. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that you know, Matt Hamill does have a good chance of winning this fight. You know, Rampage. I'd say the only way that Matt Hamill wins this fight is if he surprises Quentin and takes him down, without him expecting it, because that was something that Rashad did very very well. He was unpredictable. Quinn wasn't expecting Rashad to take him down that much in the fight, and he just basically was able to control him when he did take him down and ground and pound him a little bit, and he was able to win the decision. So, if Matt Hamill can be that unpredictable, he can win this fight. A lot of people are saying this is Quentin's fight to lose. Um, well, there's two ways I feel about that. Number one, I seriously feel, even though Quentin won't really admit it in front of anybody, but I think Quentin is kind of taking Matt Hamill a little bit lightly. I think he's taking him as like, this guy has no striking, he's slow, he throws ugly, awkward punches, and, he really doesn't do that much damage, but, you never know, man. Matt Hamill could just come out like a house on fire, and he, like I said, he could just take Rampage down from the get go, and he not even know it. So I mean, I'm not underestimating Hamill at all. I still believe Quinn will win the fight. I do believe he's gonna knock Matt Hamill out. In somewhere in the second round, he's gonna knock Matt Hamill out. But like I said, if Matt Hamill can, be unpredictable and somehow, just go for just time the takedowns and control Rampage and basically, like the other people have been saying here on YouTube, try to get him tired and everything, he could pull the upset here and win a decision. And he doesn't even really, and if he is to do that, he doesn't even really need to win all three rounds. All he needs to do is just take 2 rounds, convincingly. And if Quentin comes back and, starts going all out, then that's that. But I just want to make that clear. I'm not underestimating Hamill here by any means. He has a very good chance of winning this fight. So yeah. And one more thing before I conclude here. Quentin is, he's not as one-dimensional as y'all think he is. I mean, of course he's developed that style over the years, but if you go back to, I'll call them the glory days of Quentin, he was actually pretty well-rounded. He used his wrestling. He has used some kicks in the past. I've seen him, throw some kicks, and set them up, or I would say he would throw some kicks to set up his punches and other strikes that he would use. So Quentin is a well-rounded fighter. He's just, to the point in his career now where, he just wants to win fights impressively. And, I don't blame him, and really you can't blame him. At least he's making a conscious effort to come out here and end fights, that will make fans say, wow. You know, you even heard him on his little documentary the other day. He said he wants to bring the wow factor to fans, you know. So you really can't fault him for that, you know. Although I do think that he does need to, get back to being as well rounded as he was earlier in his career. You know, he needs to start incorporating more leg kicks and, maybe some knees here and there, and maybe he needs to be the one to initiate the takedown instead of letting others, you know. And maybe he does need to go for submissions, but, I mean, you can't make anybody change. You know, they are who they are, and you're going to either deal with them or you're not going to get involved with them at all. So obviously, we've dealt with them using this style all this time. So, and we're so used to it to where it's almost too late for us to just be like, oh, he's one dimensional. You know, I'm not going to have that much faith in him. You know, I'm not saying I would say that because I'm Rampage Jackson to the bone. Like I'm a fan, for real, to the to the end. So I'm just saying in general, you know, just go back and look at his earlier fights in his career. You know, Quinn was a fairly well-rounded fighter back in his prime, but like I said, Quinn's just tired. He's just, he's burnt out from all of this, from all these years of fighting. You gotta understand, people, this is gonna be like his 40th something fight. Like, Quentin Rampage Jackson has been around for a very, very long time. Probably as long as like Vitor, Chuck, Randy, and Matt Hughes. He's been around, this fighting thing just as long as those guys have. So, yeah, he's getting tired of it, man. He's just, time. It's just, time out for all this. It's just time to move on. I mean, he had a magnificent career. He's won, 2 championships, UFC light heavyweight title, as well as the last Pride middleweight champion, I believe. So yeah, he's had an awesome career, man. And I'm glad to say that I was one of the few that was fortunate enough to witness it all and really getting to know Quentin Jackson for who he really is, as well as being Rampage. But yeah, so don't try to, criticize him too bad. You have to understand the situation. I mean, everybody wants to, be upset because, he wants to go do movies and stuff. Okay, that's fine. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants to do. I'm not defending him just because he's my, favorite fighter in MMA, but I'm just saying, like, he's a grown man. I mean, anybody could do that. I mean, Randy Couture could have done that. Chuck Liddell could have done that. Rich Franklin could do that. Anderson Silva could do that. I mean, anybody could just go and explore other ventures and other endeavors in their life. I mean, he has that right. So don't be mad at him because, he's doing that. That's the problem with some of these diehard MMA fans. Like, they get too caught up and they're a little bit too passionate about this sport. You have to realize that even though these guys are fighters and even though they come out and try to entertain you, every month and every year and every night, these are still normal people who sleep in a bed, who live in a house, who wake up just like we do, brush our teeth, or brush their teeth rather, take a shower, put clothes on, all that stuff. Even though they're fighters, you know, when they go to their destinations, you know, they're still human beings. It's not like they're, you know, Homo sapiens or Neanderthals or anything like that. They're normal people like we are. So whatever they choose to do, being that they're grown, when they don't want to, you know, continue on in their career that has brought them to the fame and to the recognition that they have now, then that's their choice. And that's what y'all are going to have to realize about Quentin, you know? And I don't, and then again, I don't blame him. MMA is not a sport, that you should, you know, uh, try to indulge in for longevity. It shouldn't. You should want to think about doing other things. That's why I'm glad Randy Couture retired when he did. Chuck's doing his thing in the UFC offices now. You know, it's a lot of other guys doing different stuff. So just kind of back off for Quinn a little bit. Let him do him, and y'all do y'all. Stop being so over passionate and everything, man. You act like if he does retire tomorrow, you act like y'all not gonna see him again anymore. Y'all will. But anyway, let me quit talking about that. Because I'm supposed to be talking about the pay per view. Anyway, I wanted to make that known. So yeah. So whatever Quentin does, win, lose, draw, after this fight is over, that's his decision. I'm happy with it. He's still my dude. I still support him 100,000% in whatever he does. He'll always be Quentin Rampage Jackson to me, no matter what he does or where he goes. Bottom line. Oh yeah, and real quick, another fight that I forgot to mention, Travis Brown and Stephen Struve. Real quick, I think Stephen Struve is going to win this fight. He's a lot taller. I believe he's a lot bigger. He has the better reach. Travis Brown is a sloppy striker. His grappling ability is null and void. Stephen Struve's the better all-around fighter. And I think that he's going to do whatever he wants to do with Travis Brown. So Stephen Struve's going to win the fight. I don't know how he's going to win the fight, either by knockout or submission, whatever he wants to do, but Stephen Struve's going to win the fight. But anyway, that's all. You guys enjoy UFC 130, the few that are actually going to put up with this. And I'll holla. Deuces.